is Lex Salisbury, and I own the property here and live here with my wife, and we run this place that is called Giraffe Ranch. We opened it to the public about 4 months ago, but this is sort of how we live and how we've lived for the last 10 years or so.
Hard as it is to believe, Lex and I have taken care of as many as 400 animals ourselves for the past, I'd say, up to 8 years ago, and then we just slowly started taking on help. One person pretty much a year has come out here to help us in intermittent times. Since we've opened to the public, we've had someone come in on a more regular basis. We have a bunch of different types of animals, different species. We have, primarily, we're a horse and cattle farm, but we also have exotics here. So we probably have something like 33 different species of animals, including the exotics that we have.
This is the biggest bird in the world that's living. There used to be bigger birds in New Zealand called moas, and in Madagascar called the elephant bird, and those were wiped out by people in relatively recent times. But these animals are up to almost 400 pounds. I'd been to Africa about 30 times as part of my job as a zoo director. I've been working in zoos in England and Australia, and then in the United States for the past 30 years. And what I really liked about this property is it reminded me of Africa. And I'd been to Africa and seen cattle ranches converted to game farms, and I'd seen how neat that was, and I kind of wanted to do that here. And it's a new thing here, and people are still a little bit afraid of it. They don't think it's real agriculture, but it really is.
Originally, when we put animals out here, was that we didn't have to intervene too much with feeding, that everybody had a job, that we have animals that mow our grass and animals that graze our trees, and so in that way they kind of keep everything looking manicured but not too artificial. It's a very intimate and not artificial experience we're hoping to give you. You sort of are immersing yourself in nature, and you're on the animal's terms. We never know what's going to happen.
Your hand. Whoa. Your hand, dude.
But sometimes the animals are grumpy, sometimes they're feeling in a good mood, and we just never know. And certainly we incent our animals to come to food because we don't chemically immobilize them. Everybody is moved and herded through food. But what we're trying to show you is as close to what animals would do if we didn't have them in enclosures as possible.
Oh.
That's the goal.
The general impression we get from people when they leave here is they kind of don't want to leave here, and they have to leave. But we've had people come back, 3 times already, and 3 or 4 times, and we've only been open like 4 months, so it's pretty cool.
I think my favorite part is the fact that coming here is like different from anything you've ever experienced. You're basically seeing animals on their terms. It's not contrived at all. So they're just hanging out the way they'd hang out where they live, except it's Florida, which is freaking amazing, This place is different from any other place where you see animals because, like I said, it's really not contrived. You're not walking into some kind of fake environment. You're actually on a working ranch, and everything is the way it was. I mean, they've had to put up some fences and stuff, but pretty much the animals are just out there. They're not in a little enclosure. There's not fake water, or fake trees. The trees are real. The trees fall down. The animals make homes in the trees, when they're on the ground.
We're a small operation here, but what we're hoping is that people will come out here and get excited about having animals themselves. And the best compliment we could have is if somebody comes out here and who's never owned an animal before and sees that actually it's possible, that they'll want to go off and do something themselves to help the environment.
We're all similar, and this sort of reminds us of, gives us a perspective of who we are on Earth, you know, and we're not just people that live in cities and live in artificial environments. We are a product of the natural world, and so is all of this, and that's why it's important to keep all of this.
Damu ulea